Hi everyone, we are back with a tutorial for assignment 3. Now let's look at the assignment note. Okay, first and foremost, you have to double click on Google Chrome. Okay, go to my website. If you don't know, it's at sites.google.com/view/sgipict. Okay, which is right here. Now, first and foremost, okay, right now you have reached the home page. Then go to year 3. Let's look at the assignment note, okay? And then we are going to look at the example. Okay, your assignment is to create a interactive storybook, okay? Using Canva. If you want to use PowerPoint, you can, but you need to include the PowerPoint file to me in email, okay? So what you need to do is you need to include 3 different medias in your uh, PowerPoint slide or in your Canva slide, okay? So the types of media you need to include either sound or music, images, pictures, animated pictures, videos, hyperlinks or links, text or words, okay? But before that, you need to choose or create a story, to create a storybook and come up with the title of the story, okay? So here are the criterias. First of all is the design. Okay, the design meaning it depends on the creativity of the students in designing the storybook. Okay, so if you decide to just put in a stickman and just put in a few words and then just get along with it, so you might get lesser marks right here. Okay, number 2 is the content. Content meaning, okay, the story that you have written inside the slides, okay? Make sure there are no spelling mistakes and also must at least have 8 slides. Okay, now number 3 is number of media, okay? The slides must at least have 3 different medias, okay? So I've written some examples right here. You can either put sound or music, images, pictures or animated pictures, videos, okay, hyperlinks or links, text or word. Okay, now you can't put a single video in the slide, okay? Let's say, oh, I found a story called Little Red Riding Hood. So I just put the entire video in it and just let it tell the story and that's it. No, you will get 0 marks for that, okay? Now the next thing, okay, after you finish all this or when you begin your project, make sure you name your project, okay? This one is easy marks, 2 marks right here. If you don't name it properly, okay, minus 1 mark. If you didn't name it at all, it's called untitled presentation, 0 marks for that, okay? And then lastly, you need to submit the assignment by email, okay? If you didn't submit it properly, okay, you can get 0 marks for that. Okay, so now let's look at the example. Let's go back here at the website and look at the example that I've shown to you. Okay, so now right here, you can see you can play music as well. Right here, you can play music and then read the storybook as well. So you can see these 2 are actually links. You can click here to go back, you can click here to go next page. And you have text, you have images, you have animations right here. Okay, so there are about 4 different types of media from my example right here. You have text and words, you have links, you have images or animated pictures, also have music in the background as well. Okay, now, so first and foremost, how do we start? Okay, just go to new tab and then go to canva.com. Okay, make sure you are signed in to a Google account. Okay, I'm gonna sign in to my free account so all of you can follow along. Okay, make sure you're signed in to your Google account. Okay, so how do we start? First and foremost, here is the home page. Next thing you got to do is create the click on the presentation. Now, after you click on the presentation, what is the first thing you need to do? Okay, you need to rename your presentation, correct? So go here, type CBA2 A3, your name, okay, your name and also your class. Okay, now once that is done, okay, you can pick a template right here. If you don't know how to design your template, okay? So I'm gonna choose this one and then click this one. Okay, let's say your story is about the three little pigs. Okay, so you're gonna name it right here, three little pigs, and you can make the title smaller right here. Okay, and then you're gonna type your name, or if you are using other people's story, make sure you give credit to them, like how I did based on my example right here. See, by Mac Burnett and also John Classen. Okay, but since if this is a common story like Three Little Pigs, Red Riding Hood, then you don't have to do that. Unless it's a story that you took, like let's say from Harry Potter or Enid Blyton, okay, then you have to credit their name. Okay, now I'm gonna write my name and the class. So this is how it goes. You want to make the story more related? Go to elements. Okay, find like characters right here. Let's say I found the wolf. You can type here big bad wolf. Okay, you also can find here as well. Okay, and then okay, make sure you don't choose the ones with crowns because that will leave watermarks. Although I don't mind watermark, it's just that you are going to have a hard time finding better photos. Okay, so I'm gonna find three little pigs. Let's say if we can find. Okay, so here you go. We have some animated characters right here. And I'm gonna remove some of the elements by deleting it. Okay, I'm gonna arrange it right here. Okay, so here we go. Now we already have some elements right here. We have the straw house, the wooden house, and also the brick house. Okay, so next one, what we gotta do? Let's add a new page. Okay, now we don't want the background to be this color. You can change other color. So let's say you want to change it to white. Okay, you can also find like blue sky, and then you can go and see all at graphics. Let's say you want to have clouds. You can put clouds. Okay, now you want to animate them, you can go to animate. You can choose pen, you can choose pop. Okay, this is how you animate. And here is one that is create animation. So let's click this one. If you click and drag, you can actually create animation for your characters. So see, if you let go, it will do something like this. Or you can click on the image that you put in and you go here and you can choose some other animations right here like wiggle. So you have a different variety of choices for you to choose what kind of animation you want to do, or you can do your own animation right here. So let's go to elements, and then we're gonna choose, let's say, 3 little pigs again. Okay, let's find the one that they are working. So the first house that they got is actually a straw house. Okay, straw house. Okay, recommended. Let's see what do they have. Hmm. Since some of them are premium, I don't mind you guys choosing the ones with the crown as well actually. Okay. Now, found one without the watermark. So, and then we're gonna find a green grass. So let's choose the one without the crown if possible. Okay, now we are gonna make sure it is layered to the back. Okay, then we're gonna have it here. Now let's put in some text. Okay, let's put in some text and choose add a subheading. Or if you find the text too big, you can always adjust it. And then let's choose another font. Okay, I'm gonna choose Comic Sans. Okay, now what we can do is we can start typing right now. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs working hard. Okay, make sure you highlight all of this and then change the alignment. Okay, let's change the alignment to left justified. Okay, and if you find that you don't have enough space for your words, you can always adjust it. Then you move it right here. You can also animate the text as well. Go to animate. Okay, there's rise, there's pop. Okay, there's drift, and also there's typewriter. I'll go with this one. Okay, so that's how you do your first one. And you must at least have 8 slides, okay, which includes the first title page. So the title page has one, and the rest of the 7 must include the story. If your story is too long, you can always end it with a cliffhanger. Okay, here is my example. Let's go to the last page. Okay, if you can see the last page right here, it says to be continued. Okay, now let's go back to my example. Okay, so I already taught you how to add text. I already told you how to add animation to your images. Okay, next one is I'm gonna teach you how to add links. Okay, the links that I add are like buttons that will help you navigate through the pages. Okay, so let's click back at the first page. Let's say you want to create a button. Okay, go to elements. Let's find button. Okay, and then we click see all. We have something like this. Okay, let's click on that. Adjust it to make it smaller. And then we put it at the top right here. Okay, not all the way to the top or else it will be very hard to find the button. Okay, now you can edit the image. Let's say you want to put some shadow to it. Also can. Let's see. Yeah, shadow. Let's put a drop shadow. Okay, now let's put more distance to it. Angle, you can even change the angle, the blur amount. Okay, once you are done, okay, let's try to add links. How to do that? You right click, then you go to link. So you can link it to the second page right here. Done. So let's test it out. Okay, so when you click here, it goes to the second page. Okay, now let's go out first. Okay, let's put some animation to this big bad wolf. Okay, animate. Let's make him pan. And then at the pigs, we can make them pop. Okay, now we can also do the buttons in this page as well. Let's continue on the new story. Okay, let's go to elements. I'm gonna choose green grass again. Okay, since it's at recently used, we can always click here. Okay, now we can put the house back on here. And then let's have the wolf blowing the house. Okay, so let's try to animate this house. So how do we animate it? Okay, let's animate here. Okay, let's animate the wolf first. So the wolf is gonna pan, and then let's have this house animate. We're gonna create our own animation right here. So let's, and then it's gonna go away, this house. So we have the house being blown away by the big bad wolf. So let's add some text. Okay, gonna add here. Now let's say we're gonna choose Comic Sans again. The big bad wolf appeared and blow the straw house away. Okay, let's select everything, change the alignment, then adjust it. Okay, then add some animation on the text. Just now we did typewriter. Okay, so now we're gonna create the button links again. So let's go back to the first page, click on the button, and then we're gonna Control C to copy, and then Control V here. Okay, instead of changing to page 2, we're gonna make it change to page 3. Done. Okay, how do you make it go back to the previous page? Now let's click on the button again, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Now, we're gonna make the button slightly different right here, okay? So let's click on flip horizontally. Okay, now it's flipped to this side. Now, now what you can do is, you can edit image, go to see all. Okay, it's gonna take a while. You can change the color of the button as well. Okay, now you have two different color buttons. Now we are going to change the link. Okay, let's edit the link. Click here, clear, and then go to page 1. Done. And now let's copy this button again, Control C, then Control V here. So instead of page 1, we're going to make it go to page 2. Go to clear, 2. Done. So now let's check on the Storybook again. Let's full screen. Let's go back to the first page. Okay, here's the first page, second page, and then third page. Okay, good. Now let's go out. So this is how you create a interactive storybook. So once you are done at least 8 slides or 8 pages, okay? So right now, let's add transition to your storybook. Okay, click the first slide, and then hold shift, click the second slide and third slide. What you want to do is add transition. So you can do the chop, stack, line wipe, slide. Okay, so you can do however you want, okay, for the transition. I'm going to choose slide. Now, once you are done with adding the text, adding the pictures, telling all of your stories, adding your animation, your links, and so on, you are ready to share. So click on share. Now, can you see right here it says only you can access? Okay, now you are going to change it to anyone with the link. Okay, can edit. Okay, so make sure you choose can edit, not can view, can comment. Make sure you choose can edit. Why? Just in case you make any mistakes and you want to make some changes at home, okay, you can copy the link. Okay, and then we're gonna put it on a Google Sheet again, like how we did for our Canva slide for assignment 2. Okay, and then after you're done with your assignment, you are going to set I'm just going to look at the link in the Google Sheet already, okay? So you don't need to do anything else, okay? So that is the end for assignment 3.